No. That's not right. That's not what I said. I wrote it down. Every step, every warning, every outcome, if they failed to listen. They never listen. All of them. Every single one. Dragged back from the dirt and given purpose, and still they act surprised when the world notices them breathing. Borderland is awake now. The empire of humanity knows something is wrong. Eyes are turning. Soldiers are asking questions they shouldn't even know how to ask yet. I told them to stay quiet. I told them not to draw attention. And then there's Eekery. Not a blade, not a spell, just ignorance. In the wrong place at the wrong time. Do you know how much that costs me? I'm trying to save you. Everything I do is to make it right. Every shortcut, every body that I steal, every compromise I swore I'd never make again. They think this is about power. They think I want control. I just want you back. I can still fix this. I have to fix this. But how am I supposed to save you when they keep forcing me to move faster than I am capable? I just want to rip out their souls and cast them all into the fire. But I won't. I need them. For you. Stay where you are. Don't fade yet. I am coming to save you. Hello and welcome back to Roll for Rivals, the actual play podcast that breaks the number one rule, splitting the party, but with a twist. Previously, our villains finally reconvened in Borderland when they got into a fierce argument. Ozen turned himself into a slimy wall to separate Balshot and Eekery from going at each other's neck. And in today's episode, we will see the results of that. On the hero side, our heroes were intercepted by a cloaked individual. The individual threw a glass sphere with red dye in it at Flint Stonewall. After subduing the cultist, the party continued on, only to be intercepted again by similar cloaked individuals with a threatening question about what they'd be willing to give up for their lives. Stay tuned to find out what happens in today's episode, Season 1, Episode 4, A New Darkness Emerges. Welcome back to the villains. Tensions were high as our group were yelling at each other about a certain betrayal by Eekery.
Unintentional, I might add.
Unintentional betrayal.
Yeah.
But we now begin in the little shack. The room is completely empty besides some cobwebs and some damaged furniture. And we are still in the shack in Borderland. It is the dead of night. You guys can sleep, or you guys can go ahead and just adventure on, because you kind of have an idea of where you need to go now.
Yeah, I don't think we used any abilities that need a short or long rest. Do you need to?
Considering that I kind of was died and resurrected, I don't think I really need to.
Yeah, you're probably feeling the most well rested you've ever been.
I think so.
All right. Well, Mr. Eekery, let's head onward.
Yes, sounds like a good idea.
Go ahead and roll an investigation check, either of you.
Cool. Does it just have to be one of us, or
either of you? Just I guess whoever rolls higher.
All right, Gabe, I trust you because my intelligence is booty.
Oh goodness. Okay, bag of dice. How do I have so many dice and I can't fit a d20? There we go. Ooh, investigation. That is a flat 10.
All right.
A flat 10? I like it. I think that'll be good enough. Gabe, you can choose to hide this from the rest, but you found a note on the ground surrounded by a burn mark, as if
somebody had teleported away from here to here, or someone started a campfire inside the shack.
Okay, so I just see the note, but like I haven't picked it up yet or anything.
Correct.
Okay. So let's see. What is there anything else in the bar that has anything, or where we're at, that has any like suspicious markings to them or anything else like that?
No, not that you can tell. However, if you don't pick up the note, then Valshot or Ozen will be able to find it.
Yeah, so I guess I will try to see if I could distract one of them, see if I can get them to maybe look at something else inside the bar while I try to sneakily pick it up.
Okay, make a deception check.
Let's see, that was a lot better. Let's see, what's my add-ons for deception? That is a 17.
Zane, do an insight check. Oh,
How are you trying to deceive us?
I'll say...
Zane was taking the character too literally. He actually wasn't paying attention. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just gonna try to be like, so which exit should we try to leave? Should we leave over at this one or at this one, and point at like 2 doors in the...
Oh, okay. That's pretty sly. I like that.
All right, Zane, do an insight check, or are you just gonna believe him?
Well, he just came out as a traitor, so normally I would trust him blindly. Let's see here. Oh! Wait, hold on. Where's inside at? A whopping +0. How about an 18?
Ooh, that beat my 17 for sure.
Valshot is convinced. Even though he's very hurt by Eekery, he's still a little gullible, and he's like, well, I guess it wouldn't be too bad if we escaped through the window and gone through the alleyway, because Ozen and I got caught earlier. But as you make the distraction, you misjudge Ozen. As you crouch down to pick up the parchment, Ozen, you see him. And you immediately see the parchment on the floor as well.
Well, I don't want to be too judgmental, because he was semi-honest about being a traitor. So I'm just going to kind of point it out and just kind of question him. I'll be like, hey, Eekery, what's that there? You got a scroll? Shit got fireball on it.
I don't know if it has a fireball, but let's take a look and see what's inside this note that we found here.
So how do you want to do this, Gabe?
I'll just kind of like hold it up right in front of me, like arms real extended out, just kind of make it all theatrical.
Like a royal decree.
So yeah, I'll just read aloud this note.
Dear best friends, once you reconvene with Eekery, meet me about 5 miles east from Borderland, inside of Delfondo. I will be waiting for you by a campfire near the road. Love you, XOXO, and you see like a bloody smiley face.
It's probably Kharnok.
That sounds like something Kharnok would say.
I agree. How about you, Balshot?
Well, you see, I don't really know my dad that well. I think because of our death, a lot of us lost our memories. I think I lost my memories as well.
I see. Well, let's try and make some better ones.
He left to go get the long leaf and never came back.
Oh, God.
Terrible. Anyway, so what do you guys do now with this information?
I guess just kind of start making our way onward.
We're going into the red mesa of Delfondo. You guys peek your heads out of the door and notice, although it is the middle of night, the town is still very much active. You see the goblin quarters, and you see several guards marching throughout the city on high alert.
Let's see here. Do I still have my torn robe that can kind of sling around myself?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and do that just to kind of keep a low profile.
All right, make a stealth check.
Boy. Oh, Lord be merciful. God. What does a 4 get me? Do I trip on my robe and fall out the door?
Zane, Ozen leads the way out of the door. I'm gonna wait for Gabe's roll before I announce what happens.
All right, let's see. And this is just a stealth check, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I've got a 15.
All right, so Eekery, you then follow, and you completely blend into the shadows of the streets. However, Balshot, he just kind of steps out with his robe, doesn't really care that anybody's looking, and immediately y'all get spotted.
Like,
Oh.
even me?
No, well, I mean, by association, yeah.
Dang.
So Zane, Ozen steps out of the shack, and you pick up the hood and cover your face in a dramatic way. However, this completely reveals the lower half, the gloopy side of Ozen, and immediately a guard catches you. What is that? And you see the torch light the front of the shack and immediately spot you three.
What? Is there something behind me?
No, you! And
Me?
he's yes, you!
You got a problem with me?
Yes!
Well, let's talk it out then, yeah?
You're like 50% liquid.
And it's a condition. Can I make a persuasion check?
Make a deception check.
Okay. What does a 1 get me?
Oh my.
So you let go of your tunic to reveal your full body, and you say, it's a condition. And he notices the entire oozing body that is Ozen the Oozen. The black skeleton carcass inside, the gooey, acidic liquid morphing into what can only be presumed as a body. This freaks him out, and he drops the torch and starts shouting, "We have intruders!" And he starts running throughout the town. You then hear a bell in the distance ringing, and a bunch of torches along the wall, the perimeter of the village, start lighting up.
Oh, jeez. Eekery, do you have a backpack I could worm my way into? God, I gotta look through my notes now.
I don't believe I have any type of backpack or anything for my character.
Jeez. Can I make a perception check to see if there's like anywhere we can try and run and like hide down?
I would also like to perceive that as well.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you guys one turn to hide, basically. So make a perception check.
I'm gonna go ahead and give Gabe initiative on this one.
Thank God it was a nat 20.
All right, so actually the alleyway next to the shack will lead you close to the wall, and below the wall is pretty well hidden. So you'd be able to hug the wall and stay away from the guards. However, if some guards with torches came by, they would immediately see you. So everyone make a stealth check, and let's see if y'all get caught.
Boy. Does Ballshot know we're coming down here?
Yeah, Ballshot is in between, behind you guys.
Perfect. And I actually got a decent roll, a 17.
This is the first time I haven't had a decent roll, and I got
No.
Yeah, Ballshot rolled terribly too.
Oh,
was
boy.
surprised. My stealth is a +6, and I got a 10 total.
A 10 total?
Yeah.
You guys make your way into the alley, try to conform with the shadows, and then make your way to the wall, to hug against the wall. However, you guys are visible as plain as day. I mean, not even a Mack truck could hide you guys. You guys are so painfully obvious. Ballshot has never had to hide in his life, and Eekery is just dropping the ball. So you guys are now hugged up against the wall. You can go right, which will send you closer to Racloth, or you can go left, which will send you to the gate into Delfondo.
I'm saying let's try to make our way into Delfondo.
Yeah, I mean, that is kind of where we're trying to head, so I'll follow suit.
Alrighty, so you guys hug the wall and try to get as close as possible to the gate. You get pretty close to the gate and notice that it is being heavily guarded. There are 4 guards on the bottom and 2 guards on the top with crossbows, all pointing inwards as they have been alarmed to some intruders. But As soon as you guys take just one more step closer, they immediately spot you guys, and everybody roll for initiative.
I got a 12.
At least you got that. I got a 5.
Oh, jeez.
I got an 18 for the guards, and I got a 5 for Balshot. So Gabe and Balshot will share a turn.
Interesting.
The guards are immediately going to run up to you guys, weapons drawn. Who are you, and what do you want? Ooh, what is going on with that guy? And they're kind of hinting towards you, Zane.
I'm gonna try and like intimidate them and make them flee their post. I'm gonna use my Rune Knight ability, Giant's Might, which on a bonus action, I can become large in size and gain advantage on strength checks. And so I'm basically gonna do like the Castle Crasher sandwich, like.
All right, so go ahead and make an intimidation check.
Ooh, okay. So 12 plus 2, that's a 14.
All right. Okay. All the guards are freaked out. They drop their weapons and torches and sprint away. What is that thing? We have a plasmoideus giant within the city.
I'll kill you.
So they all sprint away. However, the guards at the top of the gate are going to start firing their crossbows at you.
Oh.
One of them got a 16 and one of them got a 21.
Brutal. Yeah, those both hit.
So they're going to split it up. One's going to hit you, Zane, and the other one's going to hit you, Eekery.
Ooh.
So Zane, the one that hits you does 5 damage, and the
Okay.
one that hits you, Eekery, does 7 damage.
Ow.
So it is now you three. What do you guys do? The gate is right there, however, it is closed.
Let's see. About how tall am I now, Judah? That I'm like large in size for D&D standards.
10 feet tall.
Okay. About just out of curiosity, how far are they up the wall?
The gate is probably 15 feet high, and the wall itself is probably 10 feet.
Oh, so can I just reach up and grab them?
Sure, you could probably make it like a...
Can I make like a strength check to like just rip them off the wall and like
Yeah,
drop
actually,
'em?
I think you can just jump up and grab them according to D&D rules. Go ahead
My
and make a
gosh.
contested strength check to see if they will be caught.
Yeah, I'm gonna like try and King Kong grab him with my hand and be like, "Didn't you hear me? I'll kill you."
Go ahead and make 2 checks, one for each hand.
Okay. Holy Okay. The first one is gonna be a 17 plus 4, so 21. And then the second 20 plus 4.
My goodness.
I know, dude. The 2 sessions of poop are finally paying off. I'm getting
So,
some
yeah.
decent rolls.
You jump up and grab them and rip them from their post on top of the gate. You shout at them and yell at them, and both of them drop their crossbows and look at you. Please, just let us go, monster. Just let us go.
Okay, I'll let you go. And then I just hang him over the edge and drop him.
You're going to drop them from 15 feet?
Yeah, it won't kill him.
Nah.
It may break their legs, but...
All right, let's see if it kills them.
Oh, no! No, I don't want it to actually kill him. I'm not that evil.
It doesn't kill them, but it really hurts
thank
them.
goodness.
So you drop them. So you're standing on top of the gate and you drop them. They fall on the Del Fondo side, and both of them break their legs. You critted them when you dropped them off.
Oh, jeez.
They're screaming and yelling in pain and grabbing their legs. Why? Why would you do that? However, as you're up there, you notice that there's a lever up there, supposedly that opens the gate.
Oh, perfect. Oh, hey guys, I found the key. I just pulled the lever.
Pull the lever, Gronk! So you pull the lever, and the gate
No.
swings open.
Yeah.
The wasteland of Del Fondo is now open. There is an army of guards sprinting at you.
Eekery and Balshot, I think it's high time we tail it out of here.
I agree. I think it's time we get out.
Yes, time to sprint.
You climb down from the gate and you guys start sprinting. The guards are hot on your trail for about, I'd say, half a mile until they give up. But they most likely will not give up entirely. They're probably going to regroup and gather up a military to take you on. You guys are also in enemy territory. Del Fondo is the land of goblinoids, the land of the hobgoblins, and the land of the Dominion. To be specific, they are the Kondrak Dominion.
Ooh.
If they do give up, you're not entirely safe. So, you guys then begin the journey. Do you guys, what do you guys do?
I mean, I can't assume that we're stopping for a rest anytime soon, so I'm gonna try and use my my fighter ability Second Wind to regain some of my lost HP.
All right. Eekery?
Let's see. I think I would try to find some way for us to blend in, so that way we're not as noticeable for the guards to see us if they spot us again.
That's smart.
Okay, and how do you want to do that? You're in the middle of a red mesa right now.
Let's see. So there's not anything nearby to where we can like maybe grab like a change of clothing or anything like that.
Like a village? No. I mean, you're like in the middle of a desert.
Okay. So that
I'm
probably
gonna
wouldn't work then.
try and roll around in the sand and like kind of have some of the sand stick to my my gelatin skin to create almost like an active camouflage.
All right, so you want to try and absorb the ground, okay?
Yeah.
Make an intelligence check. I want like a 16 or above for you to understand your anatomy.
How about a negative? Not negative, but a 7.
A 7? No. So like the most that you get is like sand inside the bottom of your gloop, but besides that, no. You're still neon green and black.
Can I make maybe a perception check for a cactus?
Sure. Terraria cactus armor? Sure, go ahead and make a perception check, and while he does that, Gabe, what do you do?
I would say that almost kind of works out too, because I was gonna see if there was any type of like plant life or anything like any type of vegetation that might be able to use for like some type of medicine or anything.
Okay, you go ahead and make a perception check as well.
Ooh. What does a 18 get me?
An 18. Yeah, there's a cactus. A really tall one, in fact.
Okay. I'm gonna take out my trusty battle axe and try and chop it down, and I'm gonna do like the Rango, where like I just kind of squeeze inside of it. Maybe like I like poke some eye holes, and I'll be the moving cactus through the desert.
I wasn't gonna make you roll, but since you're like almost using it as like a as like a solid snake cardboard box, frick, what do I even make you roll?
I mean, I have like the amorphous body to like kind of squeeze in there, and surely the space isn't smaller than 1 inch.
Make like a wisdom check to like carve it out and stuff.
A 13, no modifiers.
Yeah, I think that works. So yeah, you carve it out, and you look like the cactus from PvZ Garden Warfare.
Oh my god.
However, it does come with a penalty. So your movement speed is now halved while wearing it, because you're kind of like trying to balance the cactus from tipping over.
Restricted.
Gabe, what'd you get on your roll?
I got a 14.
A 14. Yes, there is some aloe.
Ooh.
There we go. So I'll try to see if I can scrape up some of that and see if I can keep that for. Well, would aloe do anything to heal me at the moment?
I don't know. You can find out.
Ooh.
Let's see. Would that be like a medicine check?
Mm-hmm.
That would also be another 14.
A 14. So you take a small snippet of aloe. When you swallow it, you kind of feel sick a little bit. So something that you guys need to know for your undead bodies, the undead, in order for them to heal, they kind of need to siphon necrotic forces, and they get damaged from healing forces. So like if you were to
like
go
Divinity too.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
if you were to go to a cleric of light or cleric of healing, which is the house of aphasia, and if they were to try to heal you, you would take lots of damage. However, if you were to go to a house of Dakon, or if you were to have like a necromancer cast a necrotic spell on you, then you would heal.
Okay.
I see. Okay. I'm gonna act like I don't know that knowledge, but
Yeah.
good to know.
I mean, Gabe can pass it along.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll work off that.
So you'll see me just like in pain as I'm trying to take this out of him.
Balshat, he looks down at you as you do that, and he goes, "Yeah, in our undead forms, we have no benefit from healing potions. So don't go to a potion shop looking to buy potions or even steal some in your regard."
Oh, you tell me I gotta eat roadkill.
Yes.
Hell, I might as well enjoy the inside of this cactus.
Or I could just do this. And you see him wave his hand, and you see a green rune kind of mechanically moving around, kind of like Doctor Strange in his right hand. And then both of y'all gain 5 HP each.
Ooh.
Okay.
To a normal person, I would have just siphoned their life force and taken it for my own. However, since we're all of the undead category, we all benefit from that.
Oh, well, thank you, friend.
You're welcome. And
Right.
he then gets quiet. So you guys then adventure on into the night. Everybody.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
no,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, since we're undead, do we gain exhaustion from staying up?
That's exactly what I was about to get into.
No!
Everybody gets a point of exhaustion.
Oh,
Oh,
lame.
no.
I'm probably going to get some hate for that in the comments, but we'll see.
No, it'll be fine. Maybe I'll just take a nap in my
Your
my
bones
cactus,
start
my
getting a little bit
cactus
loose.
sleeping bag. Yeah. I go, oh, I'm getting oddly tired for being undead.
The life force holding you together, it needs to be
Okay, that's a good. I like that canon.
needs to be like rehoned, basically.
Yeah, there's no like infinite force. Maybe we'll come to a consensus to rest for a good 6 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
Eekery, how your paws feeling?
They're feeling fine for now. Didn't have to use them too much earlier.
You got sand betwixt your toes.
A little sand between the toes for sure, but
All right, so I did my research. I'm not going to retcon it. However, there is a system associated with it. So since you guys are
Really?
kind of homebrewed undead, it doesn't work like the Reborn from that one book, Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. So how it works is that you have advantage on saving throws against disease or being poisoned, and you have resistance to poison damage. But how I'm going to do it is you actually heal from those things. You have advantage on death saving throws. You don't need to eat, drink, or breathe. And you don't need to sleep, and magic can't put you to sleep. And you can finish a long rest in 4 hours if you spend those hours in an inactive, emotionless state, but during which you retain consciousness. It's basically like, imagine like you're exploring a dungeon in a video game and you see just a bunch of skeletons just standing around.
okay.
Noted.
So you can get exhausted. However, it's like a different exhaustion. It's like your soul is getting exhausted.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Alrighty,
So how would we kind of put our souls at ease?
just standing still, like I said, like in the dungeon example. You just need to have a long rest for 4 hours.
I'm gonna put on my perfect cactus imitation for 6 hours.
You guys, towards the early morning, just start standing still to retain your energy.
Kind of like what is it, elves or half elves that can just kind of meditate, you know?
Yeah, elves can. I think all elves, including half elves, they go into a trance-like state and they can
that
meditate
is a
instead of
crazy
sleeping.
ability.
So you guys are now fully energized. What do you guys do? Continue on in the road?
Yeah, I would say continue on the road.
Indeed, I'm all for that.
There's
So
not much
it
to
doesn't
do in the desert.
No.
Yeah.
It doesn't take you guys very long, but after you guys wake up from your trance-like state, you a few hundred feet reveals kind of a half-submerged box in the desert on the road.
Is this like a wooden box or a metal box, or will we kind of have to make a check for that?
It's kind of far away for you to tell right now. However, if you want to approach it, I'll give you more of a description.
Okay. Eekery, there seems to be some sort of container out there.
There is.
Do you
Rock,
think
paper,
it's a
scissors
mummy?
on who or say rock, paper, scissors to see who opens it.
Sure, I'll take you up on that. All right, what do you think of one of one? One of one. All right. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, paper.
Paper. Oh my god.
What was that? Oh, good lord. All right, here, you know what? I'll just go check it out. Eekery's a traitor in real life and in rock, paper, scissors.
Oh man!
I'm gonna meander my way over.
At least he gave you the
depressingly.
decency to tie you. He didn't want to he didn't want to sell it.
You know what? That's true. Either way, Ozen's a bit perturbed, and he's gonna meander his way over in his cactus.
So, as you get closer, you see a half-submerged chest, but it's no normal chest. Not only is it smaller than most chests that you would use in a house or below a bed, but its physical structure seems to be made out of purple petrified wood. And then as you get closer, an orange eye reveals itself on the top of the chest, and it kind of winks at you.
Oh. Oh, have you taken a liking to what you see? I kind of flex my cactus arms back and forth.
It kind of wiggles, but it is stuck in the sand.
I guess I'll try and be a good Samaritan and kind of dig it out of the sand a little, but not all the way, just to kind of get a feel for what it may do. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit my cactus.
All right, so you exit your cactus and you kind of dig around it a little bit to the point where it is able to free itself. It then kind of bounces out of the road, but it stays still after that, and it just kind of stares at you.
Oh, you know what? With my rune carver background, I get some rune spells, and the base one that I get is comprehend languages. Can I try and use that to see if maybe it's trying to talk to me?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna, I guess, go ahead and carve a rune into the sand and go.
So you cast comprehend languages, but it just stares at you.
Seems you're not very talkative. Maybe I'll wink at it with my hollow eye.
So it just continues to stare at you. It might wiggle a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it can move very well.
I'm gonna call back to Eekery and Ballshot and be like, I think we're safe. It seems to be friendly enough.
All right, doesn't seem like it's causing any problems.
Yeah, and I'll kind of motion for them to help me check this out.
So Ballshot and Eekery then walk up behind you, and they notice the chest as well on the side of the road. Ballshot goes, well, I have identify. Let me see if this works. So he waves his wand, and another incantation appears in front of the chest. And then you see Ballshot almost get hit in the face with information. Okay, this is pretty interesting.
Well, what is it?
It is called the Small Chest of Imprisonment. This chest is a one-use item, but can consume a tiny to medium-sized creature. Once consumed, the creature is imprisoned forever in an unknown place.
Jesus.
These abominations were created by some corrupt magicians, but they were mass-produced and sold across the continent of Athoria. It seems friendly. However, do not open it in front of anybody unless you are certain you want them trapped.
Well, Ballshot, no offense, but given you're under the control of a different master, I may hold on to this.
What do you mean? Whose master am I under control of?
I bet Eekery, my bad.
He's offended. He's like, what? He said, he's like, now he's suspicious of you. He's like, wait a
No,
second.
no! Future Judah, help me!
He's like, no. So I understand what you're saying. So Balshot's like, whatever, just have it. You want to make up some lame excuse?
Whoa! I just don't want the guy who's under the control of a rival.
No, I'm just kidding. Balshot's like, yeah, Ozen, do not open that in front of anybody unless you intend on them being captured.
Got it. Open it in front of anyone. I'm just kidding.
You see him get worried. When you say just kidding, like the imaginary sweat goes away.
Okay, good.
So you now have the small chest of imprisonment. You can use it on any tiny to medium-sized creature, and it will trap them forever.
Noted.
However, the chest is alive. When you pick it up, it kind of like wiggles in your arms as if it's like a dog cuddling up.
Aw, I'm gonna name you Billy.
It seems to like the name because like the eye makes like a smiley face.
Oh, I wish I could use comprehend languages.
So it's not too long after this that you guys then find a burnt out camp with Kharnok sitting at a log.
Ooh, I'm gonna do a big goofy wave and go, "Hi, boss."
He does not seem to be as cheery as he usually is.
Oh, face kind of goes flat and goopy.
You start like slowly melting like a snowman.
Oh, like Frosty.
No, I'm just kidding. So you guys then walk up and Kharnok is just sitting there.
Kharnok, you good, buddy?
Yeah, I think it's just I think I need to be a little bit transparent with you guys.
Well, by all means.
Well, you see, I'm doing this for a special reason. Not only am I trying to help you guys out, but I'm also trying to help the world. I'm trying to save the world from an age of darkness. But there's also something very, very personal in this mission. So he snaps his fingers, and all three of you are then trapped in a green flaming cage.
Oh.
So, if you wish to have the entire world know what we are doing, and if you wish to just spoil my plans, just keep on going about how you're doing things.
Oh, hey, hold on. I didn't understand there was an issue with how we were doing things.
Everybody's going to take a d6 of damage as the cage flame get hotter. So Balshot took 2 damage. Zane, you took 1 damage. And Gabe, you took 4 damage. I'm sorry.
Gosh.
Just...
You're drawing the short end of the stick.
So,
gaining an entire town's attention, gaining the Empire of Humanity's attention, all in one night, like literally moments after I left you. That's not making any sense, you see? You can see why I might be a little bit frustrated.
What you did to my body? How am I supposed to disguise this?
I didn't do that! For the millionth time, I didn't do that!
Someone did.
I followed the instructions of the ritual, and you turned out like this.
It sounds like your fault.
No. Something you did, someone you pissed off in your last life did this to you. In fact...
Right, I crossed my gloopy arms.
In fact, I know who. I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, it's just me. Big gloopy tears.
He says,
I need you guys to get the rest of the fragments. If you don't get the fragments, you cannot get your body or the revenge that you need.
And all we've been doing is getting fragments.
If you get this next fragment, I will give you each knowledge on how you died.
I've had enough PTSD to remember that.
No, not just knowledge, but ideas and targets.
This could be very useful to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a group huddle with Eekery and go like,
well, you're still in the fiery cage.
Oh, okay, never mind. I'm gonna try and telepathically agree.
I thought we were best friends. I said it. I even said it in my letter.
Yeah, no, me too. Then he hit me for 1 damage. That really hurts.
At least it was 1 for
Emotionally.
you. It was 4 for me.
But emotionally, it was like 30 or 40.
Emotionally, it was my entire HP.
Listen, I'm rooting for you guys, you see? But we have to be a team. And that...
And he points behind you, and you notice a red dust cloud from whence you came, charging at you guys.
That doesn't seem like some team player things going on.
Must be some natural phenomenon, surely.
It's just like one of those moments where there's like cut pans to like a mob of people chasing after.
Yeah, I can only assume.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna compensate you all. For every fragment you give me, I will give you a portion of the answer to your revenge quest. Got it?
We get back pay.
How about your body?
Deal.
So he snaps his finger, and all 3 cages disperse.
Listen, this next dungeon is going to be very difficult. It is located in an outpost named Fort Varys. I did the research while you guys were making your way here. There is a temple inside Fort Varys known as Madman's Crypt. There's a puzzle in there. Solve the puzzle, get in the dungeon, get the fragment, in, out, done deal. All right?
Sounds simple enough.
Noted.
However, we are deep in Hobgoblin territory. They do not care if you're dead or alive. They do not like outsiders. So, you will most likely have to stealthily make your way into the dungeon. However,
By some miracle, if you take down the dungeon or convince the hobgoblins to let you guys do whatever you want,
that's fine. Just make sure you get the fragment.
this next one is important. And he winks at you, Zane.
I give him a big gloopy eye socket, artificial eyeball wink. It's very gross and detailed. Gloopy slime.
Now, no more of this. And he points at the stampeding army about to engage you guys.
Understood, sir. That's what the cactus is for.
He says, all right, you'll know where to find me after you get the next fragment. So he then swirls in a fiery tornado and then boop, teleports away. The campfire is now extinguished and all 3 of you are freed. However, deep in the distance, you're seeing a stampede chase after you. Hello and welcome back to the hero side. I'm here with Cody and Charles with their respective characters, Vargyr and Flint Stonewall. We are coming back right after the Christmas break. It's been a long time since we've recorded. However, we're going to start right where we left off on the cliffhanger. So, Cody and Charles, you guys are surrounded by cultists. 3 in the front and 2 in the back. The leader threatening you, saying, what will you be willing to give up for your lives? So, I think it's only fair that we start off this session with a dice roll. Roll for initiative.
Good old initiative.
Oh boy.
Starting off good with a 17. Especially with having nothing to dex, so we'll take it.
I got a 20.
Nice.
Mod 20, not nat 20.
Alrighty. Alright. And Charles?
Yeah, I had 17, which is pretty good for me having 0 to dex, so we'll take it.
Dang. Alright, well, sadly, Uda got an 8, and the cultist got a nat 20.
Okay.
So they're going to have a little surprise round.
Yeah.
Here we go. As soon as he says that, he flips the dagger into a stabbing position, and immediately he's going to attack Charles.
Lovely. Do your worst.
He got an 11.
That misses.
All right, well then, he goes for an attack, and it just kind of bounces off your armor. All right, the next 2 cultists are going to pull out bows, and they're going to shoot Uda and you, Cody.
Okay.
The first one is a 7. I'm guessing that fails. And the second one, towards Uda, is a 19. Oh gosh. And that is 6 damage. So you see the arrow just whiz through the air and pierce the shoulder of Uda. You see it hurt really, really badly. Both of y'all just go ahead and make a perception check. this won't count towards your turns.
Well, I got a natural 1, so we're back on track.
12. So with a 12, you notice that like a shimmer of magic kind of flows from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet. And in that shimmer, you notice something strange. Not the normal Uda that you're used to, but it almost looks as if someone else was there. But with a 12, I can't really give you much more than that.
Okay.
All right, so now it's the other 2 cultists' turns, and they're going to approach you and Uda again. And dang it, the one coming after you fails miserably with a 2, but the one going after Uda got a 19.
Oh,
Poor Uda.
So you see the one coming after Uda. He pulls out a scimitar, holds it in front of him in a ritualistic pose, and then raises his arms for a chopping motion. And he got a 5. So 1 arrow to the chest and then 1 slash to the back. He is knocked prone. He's still fine. He's not in death saves yet, but he's very badly injured. All right, it is now Cody's turn.
I'm gonna go use my bow to shoot at one of the cultists with the bow.
All right, go ahead.
I got a 12.
12. I'm gonna say, yep, that hits.
Cool. 7 for damage.
All right. So you release your arrow and it pierces the cultist on the far left of the leader. All right. Is that all you do?
Yes, that would be my action.
All right. Then it is Charles's turn.
Since, well, I rolled a 1 on my perception for Uda, so, and the the leader of the cultists that we know of just try to hit me, so I want to attempt to use one of my Thunder Gauntlets to retaliate.
All right. Go ahead.
Let's see, +4. That's a 13, so that should hit.
Yes, that does hit.
So, let's see.
Are you going after the cultist leader or?
Yeah, the leader. So if it's the leader, it's probably not going to hit. My gut feeling.
Yes, that still hits.
Oh, good. So we got a 1d8 +2. Ooh, almost max damage. That would be a 9.
Dang. Oh, that is okay. So you use your Thunder Gauntlets. You to go ahead and describe to me how you do this.
Oh, we actually finished on
You don't finish him.
Well,
you knock him to exactly 0 health.
0 health. Well, either way, that's pretty good. I guess as a reaction, like as he tries to go and stabs with, what was it, the dagger he used?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like just stepped aside and in one motion with the left hand with the gauntlet, just deck him right in the ribs a little bit, and then he drops.
Awesome. So you do just that. He flies a couple feet into the air and then drops down. You see his eyes closed. There is no movement in his body. Maybe some shallow breathing, but for all intents and purposes, he's unconscious.
And just in case, if somehow he gets back up or whatever, he does have disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than myself until the start of your next turn.
Good deal. All right. So with that, Uda, he's going to turn around and he's going to put his hands together and he's going to blast the guy with the scimitar in the face. And he hits.
Nice.
And he puts his hands together and blasts the dude in the face, sends the dude flying back 10 feet, and the dude just lays there. It is now back to the top. It is now the cultist turn. The leader's knocked out, so the 2 arrow guys are going to go. One of them runs pretty far back in order to volley another arrow, and Cody, that is an 11. And then the other cultists miss you, Charles. Now the 1 in the back because the other one's knocked out. All right, Cody. So the one directly behind you, he got a 14. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Finally. He got a 5. So this guy also takes out a scimitar. In ritualistic fashion, he brings it over his head and slashes it down in a chopping motion,
Oh, okay.
cutting you in the back. Bamir, you see him, as you get cut, you see him put out the palm of his hand to grab the blade and stop it from actually touching you. But although he does this, you still feel a little bit pain inside of you. So physically, you're not harmed, but internally you feel the pain. Cody, it's now your turn to retaliate.
Right, I take out my hand axe and I swing around, slashing at the guy that kind of hit me in the back.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
18.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That's 3 damage.
All right, so you then retaliate. Bamir pushes the blade out of the way so that you can counter, and you lunge at him with your hand axe, slashing the front of his chest. Charles, it is now your turn.
Let's see, who is currently near me at the moment?
The closest one would either be the one directly behind Cody or the one directly in front of you. He's not directly in front of you, he's in front of you about 10 feet.
Okay. I guess we'll go for the other one that's right there 10 feet away from me.
All right.
And
So
we're
you
gonna
sprint up
just
to him.
Yeah, just in case. I'll just back away from the leader a little bit. But I will get up right on him, and I'll do another gauntlet.
All right, go ahead and make an attack throw.
That would be a 19.
That definitely hits. Dang.
Now we're going places. And that will be actual max damage on the gauntlets. 8 plus 2 equals 10.
Gosh. So, this is what happens. Because of your stature, you do an uppercut. And when the fist lands on his stomach, it's so powerful that it actually blows out his back. And you see flesh explode from his spine and him lifting up into the air about 5 feet and then smashing on the ground. He's now basically separated in two.
Lord. Okay. And then, I guess with the rest of my movement, I'll head towards Vargyr because, well, no, actually, never mind. I'll actually use my movement to move towards the archer that keeps backing away and basically doing volley shots.
All right, so use the rest of your movement to do that. Uda is going to turn his attention to the guy attacking Cody, and he's going to Eldritch Blast him. And he misses. The beam of light just kind of whiffs past the cultist's head. It is now the cultist's turn, and the one with an arrow in his chest, he's actually going to put away his bow, and he's going to start sprinting away. The one attacking...
Reaction, can I do anything, or am I too far away?
No, you're way too far away. This is the opposite archer, the one that you didn't kill. So, the one attacking Cody, seeing all his partners unconscious, this humanoid cultist, he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out 2 glass spheres with a dark viscous liquid in it.
Oh, that's lovely. Is he about to fushigi or something? Like, we need answers.
He's at the fushigi. He says, "Till the day the defiler returns." And he smashes the 2 spheres together, and the black fluid pours all over his body, and you hear him melting into the ground. However, it also splashes against you. So go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Boy, okay, let me see.
Ready to get gooped.
Yeah, 16.
All right, so you save. However, you still take damage.
I don't like those multiple rolls.
Nah, I don't either.
All right, so you take 8 damage.
I'm down.
That's
And
okay.
so it splashes against you. You see Bamir jump in front of it, and he takes most of it until you're unconscious. When you're unconscious, then your skin starts boiling. Charles, Flint sees Vargyr drop to the ground, and you also see the cultist being melted from flesh to muscle to bone, just all now gone. You hear him screaming in pain as he calls out the defiler's name, and then just melt all the way into a puddle. However, the puddle stays, and you see like smoke from the dirt path also being basically melted, and it kind of encompasses half of Vargyr's body. So every round that Cody is in this fluid, he's going to take damage.
And I'm already unconscious, so...
I'd say because you moved closer to him, you're about 15 feet away.
Okay, so I can get there.
So what do you do?
Well, we are going to pull Vargyr, well, being carefully, not to touch the liquid myself, away from out of that puddle. And then, when available, if everything comes out okay, we're going to try to do a cure wounds if that gets him up, or make a medicine check, whatever I have to do.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Ooh, okay. Oof. With that, that'll be a 2, but let's see, what can I do? Yeah, I'll say even adding my intelligence modifier ain't gonna work either, so I won't do that. So it's just a 2.
Yeah, so Cody, you're gonna take 2 acid damage. That's gonna be your... Are you in the negative or are you in 0?
I'm in the negative.
That'd be
I'm in
Alright.
the negative.
So that's gonna be your first failure then. So Uda sees this and he goes, "What are you doing, Flint? Why are you leaving him there? Come on." And he sprints over to you and he's going to assist you. Seeing that all the cultists are down or dead, now he's going to assist you. He's going to give the help action, so roll strength with advantage.
Okay, let's grab 2d20 here. Let's see. And I will add my intelligence modifier to this, making it a plus a 12.
12?
Yep.
Sure. Yeah, so you drag him
I will
out.
use one of my charges, so I'm down to 5 charges.
Cody, go ahead and make a...
No.
Make your first death save throw. A Constitution saving throw of 10 or higher.
I got a 1. I got an 8, actually.
An 8? Ooh, that's 2 failures.
Ugh.
So...
Looks like I might be re-rolling a
No.
character.
You're good.
All right, so we're now out of initiative. However, if you can't successfully save him in time and in a certain amount of rounds, I will have to.
It should be fine. This is it my turn again.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll use my cure wounds if that is able to bring him back up. Or would I have to make a medicine check?
Cure wounds or medicine will help.
Then we'll do the for sure thing of cure wounds, which will be 2d8 plus 2.
All
Oh, that's a poor roll. But it is health. So that would be a 5.
Does that put you in the positive, Cody?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and a 2 and had plus 2 on top of that. That was such a poor roll.
I'll say I took another 4 after I went down. And how much did you? What did you roll?
I rolled a 5.
That puts me at -1.
All right.
So this is highly unfortunate.
Yeah.
So you see most of the burns on his body heal, but for whatever reason, he's still not waking up.
If I have to roll another character, that's perfectly fine with me. I can make it work.
Well, we technically do have one more chance, depending on what Udo is going to do.
It depends on how great I roll for my next save.
All right, so
That too.
Uda, he's going to give you advantage. He's going to give you the help action, and what he's going to do is he's going to stabilize Cody's neck, and he's like, "You're going to have to do mouth to mouth or something, like if we want him to survive." He's going to give you the help action, and that means you have advantage on this next roll.
I would say for flavor-wise, is there any way I can use my gaunts as like a little bit of a electronic charge to his chest, kind of like that? Just like there's a flavor thing.
Sure.
But still have the whole advantage.
Do I need to roll again?
No, it'll be. I'm kind of like putting a buffer since we're not in initiative.
So what do I have to do? What was the check again?
Medicine.
Medicine?
Mhm.
What is my medicine? Should be intelligence.
And you do get
Oh,
advantage.
Well, I did roll advantage, but we actually rolled good this time, so that'd be a 17.
All right. So yeah, you pound on his chest with the gauntlets, and Vargyr, you're in this like dreamlike state, and it's just you and Bamir in an empty void. And Bamir's looking at you, and he says, "We only have one shot at this. If you want to complete the mission, your heart has got to be in it."
What do you think I've been doing this whole time? Not for lack of trying, that's for sure.
He says, "It doesn't look like you're trying hard to me. You saw that bottle from a mile away. I saved you both times from the scimitar and from the acid. I can only do so much to empower you. Remember, who hold the keys?" And he snaps his fingers and you wake up. You guys are awake. What do you guys do?
First, make sure just do group checks, like we're good, okay, and then we kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Uda, he's going to break off the arrow in his chest and throw it on the ground. He goes, "Yeah, for the most part, I'm fine."
Now, say, any of y'all need more healing, or are we able to, I guess, proceed with caution at this point?
Am I at
Who knows
0
what
hit
we're running
points or
into.
1?
You're at 1 hit point.
Okay.
Because if you want, I could only have 2 spell slots left. I could do another Cure Wounds.
I could definitely use some healing. At
Because
least
we don't
until
know
we
where
get
we're
to
going to
the
be running
village.
into.
Yeah.
Yeah, one cultist retreated.
Because I'll be willing to do a Cure Wounds, because we don't know what we're going to run
Alright, yeah.
ourselves into.
You could do that.
It's just a matter of that I will have 1 spell slot remaining. That's better. That is, let's see, 9 total.
Cool, I'm at 10.
Better than nothing.
Almost at max. 1 point away from being at max.
There you go.
Everybody's a little bit rejuvenated. Uda's still hurt, but he declines all help. Uda says, "Well, do you guys think we should at least find out why they tried to attack us?"
We could see what they have on their person, kind of see if they have any information that we can gather before heading forward. Because I'm still wondering why I'm covered in red ink at this point and why they attacked us. So we definitely need some answers before going forward.
So Uda uses his foot to roll over the leader. And he goes, "I guess we should start with him first."
Yeah, and make sure they don't have any more of those vowels on them. So be careful.
So Charles or Cody, make an investigation check.
Do you want me to do it, Cody, or are you up
What
his
do you
mind?
have an investigation?
I have a +2.
I also have a +2, so it really doesn't.
Either
yeah.
way. You want, you go ahead, do it.
Alright.
I believe.
14.
14. All right, so you find the Defiling Creed, something that probably most of these cultists are going to have on them. You find his sacrificial dagger. You also find one of those spheres of the red liquid, and then you also find the 2 spheres of black liquid on him.
Okay.
So the valve that the one guy used, was it black or red? That'd be the question. I'm assuming
The
way
one on
guy
you is
melted
red,
was black.
and the one that melted was black. Yes.
Okay, and so the red orc could be good, but I'm not willing to test that out quite yet.
I think you do have the red on you, but so far you haven't seen any results.
Oh, I figured my character probably hasn't put 2 and 2 together. 'Cause we know what the black orb
Mhm.
liquid did. Maybe the other one can do something. We don't know.
True, very true. So,
Actually, now I'm thinking about it, could I make a Arcana check on the red liquid just to see if there's anything to it?
sure, go ahead.
All right, I got a +4 to that.
Ooh, before you do that, Cody, the
Yes.
last thing that you find a piece of parchment, and at the top of the parchment it says battle plans. You see a map of Northern Recloth, and around the map you see dozens of X's all across, red X's. And then you see kind of like a cartoon castle, just kind of like a sketch of a castle in the top right corner of Northern Recloth. So if we're looking at the map that I created, you should see a road going out of Fallhearth, going up, and then continue going up. So at the bottom of this parchment, underneath the map, you see a note saying, on the 7th day, meet back home for the final ritual.
And we don't know how long that has been in plan.
Yeah.
So it literally could be today or tomorrow, knowing our luck.
Yeah. I'll just pocket it for now.
Yeah, so we don't know where the X is and all that. We don't know that.
Yeah, all the X's on the map, you have no idea what those are, but you have a general idea what the sketched castle might be.
Okay, so I guess now I'll make the Arcana check on the red liquid to see if that's anything.
All right, go ahead.
That's a mod 20.
A mod 20. So you slosh it around inside the sphere, and then you get up really, really close, and it dawns on you. You know exactly what it is. It's just red dye.
I love it. Okay, so
It
we probably
seems to
won't
be
need that.
some sort of signal for the others.
Okay, and there's nowhere near like any way I can try to wash off the red dye that I have on me, or is it like stained basically at this point?
You'd have to make a survival check for that.
Okay,
For that knowledge.
and I will not because that'll be a 6.
Yeah, you didn't gather anything. Maybe you could wash it out, maybe you can't, you don't know. You're not close
we'll
enough to
find
any
out
body of
later.
water to do any further investigation.
I'll probably try the next town we get to if it's safe or not.
However,
try to wash it off.
As you guys are searching the leader, you hear shallow breathing. He's still alive.
Okay. And do all of us know that, or
Yes.
anyone in particular? Okay.
I think both y'all rolled similarly, right? When you were investigating him?
Well, you only had one of us roll, but that roll was a 14.
Yeah, so Cody, you do, while you're investigating and you're going through his pockets, you hear the shallow breathing.
From the body?
Right.
So he's still alive. Is he like conscious or is he unconscious?
Unconscious for sure.
Oh, I think I had. So I think I have. Yeah, I have rope. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flip the guy over and start tying his like wrists.
Basically, hog tie him. Basically.
Hog tie him, and then I guess I'll. What class are you?
I am an artificer.
I guess I don't know. I'll just throw him over my shoulder as we move along.
All right. So are you going to investigate the rest of the guys?
Sure.
Yeah, just in case they have anything on them, but most likely just the leader's going to have really anything of importance on them.
Both of y'all go ahead and roll investigation to speed this up, since there's 3 more bodies.
What's my investigation? +2?
I got a 17.
I got a 21.
With a 17, Cody, since you're kind of slowed down, you investigate 1 body. Charles, you investigate 2. For the most part, y'all find similar things, except Charles, you find 2 things.
Okay.
One of the cultists, they had a necklace, and when you open it up, it seems to be a family. However, the cultist looks completely different from his family portrait in the locket. I mean, just like he's got a shaved head, tattoos all over his body, but on top of that, his face in the picture, he seems a little bit more lively, and then his unconscious dead body, he looks like all emotion has been wiped from him. But then you move to the next body, and you find out that he's still breathing. He's also unconscious.
I guess on that notion, I'll go ahead and I got rope as well. We'll tie him up as well.
All right, so you both do that, and you carry him on your shoulder. Udo rolls his eyes, and he goes, guys, come on, we don't need to drag 2 people along. In fact, we don't even need both of them. Why don't we wake one of them up and then execute them right here?
Well, maybe they know answers of possibly what happened at the Capitol. We don't know if these people had anything to do with it, but there could be a chance. And with the information on that job board, if we can get information that is related to what happened in the Capitol, that may gain you entrance to the king himself. And plus, we'll get a reward from it too.
He hears that, and then like he says, all right, well then let me give you a hand. And he starts helping you tie him. So after investigating all the bodies, you find, like I said, just about the same things. The 2 viscous black fluid in spherical glass shells. On each body, you find the red dye and you find the Defiler's Creed. So once you guys get done with that, I'm guessing you head towards Fallhearth.
Yeah.
Well, we might want to investigate them first because we don't know exactly what we're heading into because there might be more of them over there. And
What do you
plus, the
mean,
one
like,
escaped too. So, and did the escapee make it back to Fallhearth, or did he go somewhere else?
Oh, so you want to like stealthily do it?
Yeah, well, kind of not quite going into Fallhearth because we had the one that escaped, and we don't know if how many more of them possibly are in Fallhearth. So I figured we'd do maybe interrogation here, kind of like off the side door, kind of stealthy, but not quite in Fallhearth yet.
Okay. Charles, go ahead and do a history check for me.
Okay, let's see, where's my history? Got +4 to that. That would be oh Lord, math. 22. Rolling good tonight. We won't talk about that one from earlier, but we're doing good.
22. You have a perfect recollection of the map that Vargyr showed you that the leader cultist had on. And it had a red X, not on Fallhearth, but slightly to the south in the woods.
Okay. And we don't really know what that map means either, but we can probably put 2 and 2 together that maybe they have a base of operations in the woods somewhere.
I guess everybody make a stealth check. You're not at Fallhearth yet. You're probably a mile or 2 away.
Rolling good still. That's an 18.
I got an 11.
18 and 11. All right, so you're not in complete stealth, but you're moving at a pace that you'd be more aware of your surroundings. Yeah.
Or whatever.
But the only person who's not following suit is Uda, who's just casually walking behind you, who really, it looks like he doesn't give a care in the world. So
Uda, come on.
you guys get a couple miles down the road and there's a sign.
Okay. What does the sign say? Is it pointing towards Fallhearth?
It has an arrow pointing north that says Diamond Warg Harbor, and then an arrow pointing east that says Fallhearth.
Okay. So I guess, I kind of looked at the group. So are we heading to Fallhearth or are we heading to the harbor town?
Uda, he raises one eyebrow and he says, don't we need to go to Fallhearth? We got to stay on track.
Yep, we'll go. Well, that tells it. I just want to make double sure. I guess we'll proceed to Fallhearth then. And then we need to get answers out of these 2 cultists here.
Uda is exceptionally sassy today. Especially
just a little bit.
Especially after being slashed and then pierced by an arrow. So
still hasn't met an audience with the king yet. He's a little
he's a little sassy, a little grumpy. Charles, you said you don't want to go straight into Fallhearth, right?
Yeah, just in case. Opposite side of Fallhearth, away from the X, just in case. So that's like a base of operations, if we're assuming at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of keeping distance away from that X, and not quite into Fallhearth yet, because we don't know what's exactly in the town yet.
Alrighty, so you get a mile down the road and you see some lights in the distance. It looks like the town of Fallhearth is up ahead. So you guys slow down your pace. It is also now the dead of night. The moon is high and bright above the sky, and day 2 is coming to a close. What do you guys do?
Well, I should have asked this before, but are we wanting to stay in town or are we wanting to stay on the outskirts? Because we don't know exactly if there's more of these cultists in town.
Good question. I say we stay outside and just go in and figure out what's happening in the town first. And if the town happens to be friendly, then we can stay in town.
Okay. Now, should we interrogate the 2 cultists we have captured about everything in general and also ask about the town? Or do we wait and do that later?
We'll do that later.
Now, the question is, are we just going to have one of us go in and scout the town in general just in case? And while we have the other 2, me and whoever of us basically keeps guard of our hostages at this point? Or do we just go right into town?
We can go right into town and have what's-his-face just watch the cultist. The 3rd guy that's with us.
Uda?
Yeah.
Because my concern is that making sure, there's 2 hostages and who knows what may happen. and we don't know exactly what's in town, and you're most likely more stealthier than I am. Just the town in general, make sure there's no more cultists hiding anywhere, essentially. And then we can go from there, go into town or wherever happens.
Okay, so you guys turn sharp left into the woods. You'll go into the woods deep enough that if you were to set up a campfire, nobody would spot you from the road. You guys drop the cultists there, and Uda agrees. He says, if I'm going to be honest, I really don't want to talk to anybody anyways. I'll just sit here with these two.
Already, and I guess me and Vargyr will head into town at that point. Kind of scout around, make sure everything is basically clear.
Good deal. So you guys make your way back to the road. Nothing seems to have changed. And you start walking to Fallhearth.